I thought I'd do a quick video on the concept of absorption. What is absorption and how it works. First, absorption is buyers absorbing sellers to go higher, or sellers absorbing buyers to go lower. You just have buyers and sellers, one side's taking up the other and going right through it. Now the way absorption works is you have a high, I just call it resistance, then you have price going back here and doing this, and then breaking out and going to higher levels. And on the downside you have this. So in this area you have absorption, meaning at resistance or support you have absorption. Typically absorption takes place at a level of resistance or level of support. Okay? Now how do you identify absorption? There are a couple of ways. One is, well, it's not a couple of ways, but there are a couple of conditions for absorption. And absorption. The first is inability to really pull back. So you're not going to have a reaction that's deep. It's going to be hugging. I can't really describe it better than that, but it's going to be hugging. It's going to be like tagging, holding, hugging, attaching, or whatever you want to call it. But it's going to stay in that area. If there is a threatening bar, it will immediately go back right up. Alright? So it's going to be holding or hugging support or resistance, the level at where its absorption is occurring. And any dip, any slight pullback will immediately be bought. Two, you won't really see lower lows. Like over here, you're not going to see a reaction. You're not really going to see lower lows or pullbacks. No pullback. Meaning you're not going to see significant retracement or anything like that. It's going to be holding. Alright, and three, high volume. The high volume is evidence that buyers have bought what the sellers are selling. Alright, so in here somewhere there's going to be high volume. You want high volume in here because the high volume means that the buyers are absorbing the sellers. Or here it means that the sellers are absorbing the buyers. Right? After the high volume and whatever, you're going to get the breakout. Wait for the breakout because it serves as confirmation. Okay? So this is absorption, and I'll show you how this looks. As you can see on this chart, any chart will do. Okay, this was a resistance level. This top right here at around 21,830. So yeah, 21,830, and what happened? Market went back to that level. What happened? A red candle or whatever, the pullback, and it could not go through. Could not. It immediately reversed. Went down, immediately reversed. And this is the interest, like the buying, where you know that there's absorption because there's high volume. You see, it's unable to pull back. You just have ones, one bar down and has no follow through. When pressure comes in, it gets immediately bought. One bar down, get immediately bought. Another one bar down, immediately bought. The key is, how do you know one side is buying, right? buying. That's what you want to see. Evidence that that side is buying. That evidence is here. The high volume. Okay. Now, once the high volume is in, you want to wait for the breakout. And the breakout occurs, and in this it's so obvious because the breakout is also on high volume, which is what legitimizes the breakout, right? Usually. But this, once you see this pullback on low volume, means what? Supply is gone. Demand bought what supply had to sell, and then when supply tried again, it's diminished. It's low volume LV. That's what I write. You take a look at this. So you have high volume demand, low volume supply, and then you wait for the breakout. You must wait for the breakout because you really don't know what crazy thing can happen. So this happens, and you take the and it goes. So this is a lesson on absorption.